Hey, Money Vikings Collectibles here. Welcome and thank you for joining. Today I have a interesting one I wanted to talk about, and that is Sorcery TCG trading card game. I'm not the first one to talk about this, of course. There's a couple of really great resources on YouTube and on the internet of folks that are going through all this great stuff in this really exciting new game. Collector's Art House, I think, is one of them. Check that out, and a couple of others. So at the end of the day, this is a pretty cool concept, and I want to answer a couple of questions. Is this the next, sort of hot TCG that's going to skyrocket in value? I want to look at that. I want to explore what the game is all about and what makes it really unique. Those of you watching this probably know that the really, really unique aspect of this is that it's got an old school vibe because the artwork is all original hand-painted artwork. So that's really unique in this world. Magic, big fan of Magic, of course, and I'm a big fan of Flesh and Blood. But Magic is a mass market product, right? So where I would put this in kind of a niche category for a couple of reasons. So Magic's going to dominate this space as well as Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! In terms of TCGs. Anything that's in Target and Walmart, they're going to dominate that whole world. And the newer stuff is not going to really skyrocket in value. It's going to have some value, of course, depending on supply and demand. But at the end of the day, you can always count on a company like Hasbro or Wizards to keep printing because they want to capture the dollars beyond a secondary market. They don't want the secondary market to capture the dollars. They want to, vacuum up the dollars as much as they can. So that's the whole game plan there. And they have the scale and the dominance to do it. Again, they're in Walmart. So if you're in Walmart, you dominate. So this is a different vibe, and I'm loving the concept. So you have all these hand-painted original artists, and this is particularly interesting to me because I am an amateur artist and illustrator, and I wanted to show you. Now, this is some of my stuff that I've done over the years. This is actually digitally painted, but I have to say, as from an artist perspective, I am very good at hand painting. So for example, this is a watercolor that I did. So I am able to do that. And I can paint in acrylics and oils and, just like anything. But some of these were digital paintings. And one thing to remember is digital paintings, they have a different vibe and a feel, but the painting is actually the same. I mean, there's not a lot, there's some shortcuts, you could say, in terms of this concept that you have at your disposal a whole arsenal. You have basically the whole art store at your disposal. Whereas when you're hand painting, I mean, you have what you have. So if you have watercolors, that's what you're going to have is watercolors. And as you can see, I liked the whole fantasy illustration thing. So these are some that I did. But again, a lot of these in recent years have been digital paintings. Some of my older work was more hand drawn and hand painted. So enough about me. It's not about me. I put that away. The cool thing is that we've got Sorcery here, and I'll get this expanded. Sorry. And you could just see it's got a really cool vibe. So I'm excited about it. Will it be the next big thing? I don't know. People like to use the comparison. So those of us who lived through the whole Flesh and Blood thing saw the amazing way that Flesh and Blood cards and boxes skyrocketed in value. If you got in early on Flesh and Blood, there's the stories out there of people making, $100,000, blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing that happening here because I think that Flesh and Blood situation was a unique time in history. You have to remember the pandemic. You have to remember the way the economy was going, the way asset prices were going. Again, Money Vikes is a lot of what we talk about is investing. And we also have obviously a collectible channel that's a passion of mine. I like to talk about it. So I think Flesh and Blood was a really unique time period in terms of the economy. And so that kind of hit that time where people were flush with cash. They were at home. They were sharing their collectibles and stuff on YouTube. And it was a way to escape, right? The things that were happening. People didn't want to think about all the weird stuff going on. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Clearly, there'll be value to the original paintings. I don't really know how you get a hold of one of those. I mean, I've seen some of the YouTubers that are out there that are doing this, and some of them have gotten hold of original paintings. and I imagine they sell for 10,000 bucks. I could easily see that. So, if the game takes off and the concept takes off, I don't know if they can capture as much market share because number one, so again, I can say this as a trained illustrator and artist that it takes a long time usually to hand paint something. Now, when you become good at it and a rhythm of it, I mean, you can really put it together. But to get your photo references right, to get the vibe right, to get the colors right, to draw it, there's a lot of work that goes into hand painting something, as you can imagine. And you can just see these gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Everything looks great. I think it looks great. So I'm not sure, whereas the Wizards folks, Flesh and Blood, they are using digital artists that can move faster. There are some efficiencies there that can happen. So they're going to be able to pump out more product, get market share, get people, at the TCGs excited about it. But I think there's a place for this as well. At least I really hope there is, because I just think it looks awesome and it gives all the right vibes. So I'm very excited about it. In terms of gameplay, I've not played yet. I'm waiting on my boxes, and that's been kind of a frustration, But there's been different lockdowns and stuff, things going on, and with the distribution in China and the printing and all that. But they seem to be making a lot of progress, and as of this video, I think we'll be getting our boxes soon. We've heard that for a while, but I think it'll happen this time. So that's kind of an overview of Sorcery Contested Realm. I'd say definitely check it out. And the game mechanics seem pretty cool. There seems to be this grid system that I'm excited about. I like the concept of land and kind of a board with a TCG. That's cool. That's a little different than Magic. Magic is just back and forth, as well as Flesh and Blood. Except Flesh and Blood might bring a new game there with the player versus environment. That could be a game changer for them as well, and I'm very excited about that. So anyway, this is all fun stuff. Again, my personal take, these aren't retirement plans, but they can be kind of mini investments, I think. If you want to collect a few boxes or some cards and hold on to them, probably will go up in value. There is a secondary market. I mean, look at TCG Player, look at eBay. There's a huge secondary market for all this stuff. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in for other things. Please like and subscribe, all that great stuff with YouTube. Really appreciate it. And catch us back with Money Vikings, collectibles, investing, health, all kinds of stuff to just live a really awesome life. That's basically our whole goal, is to capture the best information we can find for you to succeed at investing and money and health and life, and just live a great life. So part of that for me is collectibles and gameplay. I really enjoy that, and I enjoy a big Harvard study came out, said that one of the key factors of feeling a sense of well-being and health in life is actually your connections and your relationships with other people. You don't need to have massive amount of people that you're connected with, but you do need a few good friends, I think, and a network, I think. And I think that trading card games are a huge way to help that. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and you all take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye now.